Hello, good evening one and all to a very slightly delayed start to tonight's stream. We do apologise. A couple of tech issues from I now believe have been resolved. Good evening, welcome to the second round of the oNiD Cup Sprint Series here in a very dark Kyalami. Here alongside me, we sadly just over 1.5 minutes ago for quali. Dixon, Kingston, Carter, Ticehurst, Wood, Timotech, Hearn, Holmes, Usanen, Tomlinson, top your current top 10. But alongside me in the comments booth, it's a wonderful Mr. Benderama himself. Ben, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, we muddle through. We're live. We're actually broadcasting, so that's the best we can hope for on any given day. Some good laps going in out there. Very tight at the top. Top three separated by half a second. So it's all looking like it's going to be very spicy around the Darkness Column. Oh, Darkness Column. It's not going to be too spicy if anyone does that in the race.
No, absolutely. Oh, look at these levels of pulse in the swap though. Currently P1 for Miles Dixon. They stand out at night, don't they?
Yes.
It's almost like a UV rave party, isn't it, that car?
Yeah, they are guaranteeing that people will be able to see them coming.
Yeah, so there's no excuse. I'm behind you, I'm ahead of you. You're going to see me coming, and then you're going to hopefully you're going to do something about it. But
yeah, someone crashes into them. There's not going to be no excuses for the shoes. It's like, well, how did they miss us?
No, exactly. And the streaming title has updated. We are, of course, streaming a Soto Corsa Competizione at the oNiD Sprint Masters. I'm quite relieved. I wonder if one of our lovely admins has sorted that right at the last minute. I do wonder.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope so. Because
they bailed us out.
They bailed us out big time for sure. And we are almost done with qualifying. Sadly, Miles Dixon instead is leading away. Carter, stopped on track. Yellow flag for Carter. Goes back. Qualifying sessions was 10 minutes. Sadly, with the tech issues and the brief panic we had here in the comms box, we were slightly delayed coming out. But two 10-minute qualifiers with two 20-minute races is the Sprint Championship this season in these Porsche and Lamborghini Cup cars. Porsche being the faster Cup cars of the two, definitely proving it because they're the fastest Lambo. Currently Dave Wood down in 6th.
It certainly seems so, but we've had two races so far at Silverstone last week, and it's definitely tight at the top on both championships at the moment. We've got currently, once I click on the right championship on the oNiD page, which is also useful. With at the top of the championship for the Porsches is Aidan Carter who is followed by, if you can guess me, for I'm desperately clicking through tabs here, Daniel Hearn and Miles Dixon. So Dixon taking the early advantage tonight in the Porsches. In the Lamborghinis, it's Ben Holmes followed by Joran Omlo. Dexter Kay, who was in third, appears to have withdrawn from the championship. And Dave Wood, in fourth place in that championship, is currently holding on to the Lamborghini class pole.
Very good. That is the end of qualifying. And we will go straight into the first 20-minute race of the evening.
We say it's two classes, but they're very intermixed. It's not... The Porsches seem, in the right hand, seem to have a little bit of an advantage, but there's a lot of mixed-up cars throughout that grid.
There isn't.
It's not a straightforward two-class race.
No, it's not at all. Well, as I said, your starting order: Miles Dixon on pole, followed by Kingston, Carter, Timotech, Ticehurst, Wood, Hearn, Holmes, Ortegren, Vischer, and that's your top 10. But bear in mind, Dave Wood is the P1 for the Lambos and P6, so that'll be something to watch out for. As we just await for the cars to sort themselves out, we will go back to live pictures of the track, and we'll find all of our wonderful drivers all lined up ready to go. And it's dark as well, guys. It is a night race tonight, and boy oh boy, what a place to have one.
Dark and a short run down to the first corner.
Oh no. Oh Lord.
It's going to be interesting.
It is defined interesting.
I think it's more in the lines of the old curse, may you live in interesting times.
Yeah, that works. That absolutely works. And 30 seconds to go, and then we'll be underway for the first of the two 20-minute races of this evening. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on what these guys do. It's a short formation lap as well.
Yeah, just I think 2 corners, and then they're going.
Yeah, I'll go through. Yeah, looks like just Tutor. Is that the Tutor, the fast right-hander?
Tutor, the fast right-hander, then Ingwe, and then on to what technically the first corner they say is the kink on the start-finish, but that's a lie. It's realistically it's a straight run down to Crowthorne.
Yeah.
Which is a very tight left hand, nearly a hairpin.
Nearly a hairpin.
Which, because it always ends so well having a hairpin directly after the main straight.
Absolutely. It's perfect. It's ideal. With cop cars, there's loads less downforce than GT3 cars, you know.
Yeah. So most of them running no ABS as well. It's like half the field running no ABS, a lot of the field running no traction control. What can possibly go wrong?
Well, we're about to find out. First 20 minutes is about to get underway, and we're away. Drive-through. Car 94 out of position on the start. That's Miles Dixon.
That's Miles.
That's the pole sitter.
Oh, that's going to devastate his race.
Well, they all get away as they go through the first hairpin. Up the hill they go, and dare I say, things have gotten away cleanly. Oh, Kingston on the ride, but
how did Miles manage that? Was it too far forward? Bit too heavy with the right foot on the run up to the line?
Potentially. That's going to be a talking point, I'm sure, for the rest of the race. We'll see what happens with him.
They're all cruising down through these corners now. I don't think anyone's going to be brave enough to make any big moves on this first lap, because all you're going to see around you is just brake lights in front and headlights in the mirror.
Well, you say that in the background. Who's that making a move on Daniel Hearn? That's a Lambo going wide. That is Dave Wood, potentially, or Wilbert Van Oosten. I can't quite know if he recovers. I think it was Wood. Van Oosten's gotten the better of him.
Indeed. It's so hard to make out which car is doing which. All we see is a bunch of Porsches.
Daniel Thompson, though, So Daniel Tomlinson off. Oh, we've got another car dropping down the order. That's Autogren.
Yeah, I think a couple of guys who've just... That's a bit of a rejoin. I think there's a couple of guys who pushed a little... Oh, another someone else off on the side there as well.
Matthew Reynolds, there's Jan Vacker as well.
Yep. I think people have pushed a bit too hard with the track limits. Bit into the gravel and ended up off in the weeds there.
Indeed they have. Go Habibo, yes. We'll shout out for Habibo. Where is Habibo? I'm actually not entirely sure which driver that is Habibo. I can't remember. Oh Jesus, names and Discord names not matching up in my mind. It's fine.
Very well.
Very well, it's fine. But leader of the Lambos so far, Van Ooselen, making good headway and keeping in touch with the Porsches. There's not that much of a speed difference between the cars, really, is there?
No, it's marginal.
It's very marginal.
I think it seems to be more cornering speed. The Porsche seems to manage it better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a longer wheelbase. The weight distribution is very different compared to the Lamborghini, and it's always been a more nimble car.
Yep. Van Ooselen leading the way for Lambos as it stands. We'll keep an eye on Dixon because he will need to do his drive-through penalty. Sadly.
Yeah, I think he's one lap to go on it, and then no, be able to finish this one. Then I'll have one more lap. I'm not even sure he's going to really benefit in running. I think this is pride that he's stuck his out in front here.
So he doesn't serve it at the end of this lap. He'll be given a stop go 30. Or is it straight to disqualification?
I'm not sure. I think it's stop go 30 first. And then if he doesn't serve that, then it will be a disqualification.
We are just trying to figure that one out, Matt Enterprise Smith, about the drive-through. What happened is the pulsator was out of position at the rolling start.
Yeah,
and the game couldn't see anything obvious.
Yeah. The only thing I can figure is he was a little bit too far forward, and the game deemed him to be gaining an advantage. The margins and games are sometimes a lot more restrictive than you get in real life. But that would be my best guess. So I don't think it penalises you for not being in line with the grid boxes the way they do in real life, does it?
No, I don't think so.
You have to be on the right side, but not directly going through the grid box.
Yeah, not entirely. So we'll keep an eye. I say we'll keep an eye on him. We know he'll have to serve it at the end of this lap, otherwise he's going to his stop go 30. If he doesn't serve that, it will be a 130-second penalty. The game will give him if he goes to the end.
Yeah, and then it will literally just... He can set the front all they want, but it'll be dumped off the back. Yeah. There's no point. He's better off serving it, getting it out of the way, and trying to fight back through some points.
Sadly, Darren Eaton in the pit. Sadly, I think he's returned to the pit lane. And here we go. There's Miles Dixon coming into the pit lane. Bit of extreme embarrassment for him, I think. But
we've all been pinged by sims at different times. When you think you're in, and the sim goes, no, we
no
track limits. They're not in line with real life. They're what we decide it is.
He's cleared to drive through, and he hasn't got another drive through for speeding in the pit lane. So obviously he hasn't got too angry about it. That's dropping down all the way, potentially down to 11th or 12th, depending on how many cars get past him.
That could have been far worse, to be honest. When he's come out, he's putting the car in place there, isn't he? He's not.
He's saying,
I will give up these places. I will not give up any more.
He's very fast. Dixon is one of the Pulse Sim Sport guys, so knows what he's doing with his cars, and he's dropped down a bit, but he's not. He's got space in front of him. He can make places here. The field has not spread out so massively that he's not going to have a chance to fight back, with the better part of the race still remaining. Absolutely. 13.5 minutes for him to try and make an impact, and I'm sure he will do. Meanwhile, leaders of the Lamborghini still fighting weight. So it's now going to become a three-way battle between Van Ooselen, Wood and Holmes for the Lamborghini class of cars. So this is P1, P2, P3, but
Very
P7, 8,
tasty
9
little battle
overall.
forming there. That's going to be very tasty.
It will be, absolutely. Sure, we can't see his liveries either.
Just outside of a nice race.
Exactly.
Because I do love Dave Wood's livery.
I agree. Oh, you can see it. You can just about see it.
Get a little flash of the unicorn there.
I'm not sure if it's unicorn or My Little Pony. I'm not entirely sure.
Either way, it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. A grown man could admit My Little Pony is awesome. What has our life come to?
I'm sorry, Aidan, but friendship is magic, and I will not accept anything else.
Oh, thanks. Anyway.
Big slide for Dave off the corner there.
Yeah. Gets his foot down a little bit too much, potentially. The slight difference between the Lambos and the Porsches. The Lambos do have traction control, but the Porsches do not, as Ben Holmes goes very wide. Ben Holmes goes very wide there.
Which gives the Porsches a bit more turning power, because you can rely on that oversteer you'll get from the rear, from the loud pedal to help you through. But the Lambo's a little less keen to turn, but once they get rotating, they can rotate very well through a corner.
Yeah, just getting there in the first place. 11 minutes and 45 to go. Dixon's still in 11th, but is catching up with this battle, or will be catching up with this battle soon.
It's taken 2 seconds out of the car, well, coming close to 2.5 seconds out of Harris already. But as soon as he's up on these battles, you can't expect the other cars to leap out of his way to let him through.
No, exactly. Absolutely spot on. Now, Daniel Hearn hunting down Ticehurst for third. Being a bit of a battle brewing, and he's having a little peek up the inside, trying to fill up the wing mirrors, and maybe force a mistake of Scott there.
I've got to say, those two lights in the grille of the Porsche, same with the Aston Martin, the old Aston Martins, always makes it look like the car's got an overbite.
Yum, yum, yum.
And now you will not be able to unsee that.
No, that's a Freddie Mercury face on that Porsche, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it has.
That's a bit, isn't it?
It does, yeah.
With the round headlights as well, it really gives it a bit of a cartoon face.
And now I can start to think of it as a Looney Tunes theme tune. God damn it. Oh, Space Jam. Oh my god. Right, let's see what's happened up and down the
It's a pity they never made a sequel to that film. Never made it. You're welcome, Matt. You will never be able to unsee it now.
Right.
So if you look at the old GT1 Astons, it looks like a angry guy wearing lipstick.
Oh dear Lord, Bane. I'm not going to get that on my head now, for God's sake.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. I totally needed that for a peaceful night's sleep after the stream.
Miles trying to make the pass on Harris.
Oh, it's contact!
Oh, that's going to be popular.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not good.
No, it's a very tight set of corners on there. Harris was defending very hard, may have caught Dixon off guard with the moves he was making.
Even so.
But, as we always say, it is the responsibility of the passing car to pass safely.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dixon does get up to 10th, but I think there'll be some words said to the stewards after that.
Yeah.
And potentially an investigation to follow.
I mean, the good thing is, for the moment, at least from Harris's perspective, he's not lost a massive amount of time, and he's not lost the place he had in class.
No, he did. Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Up ahead, Ben Holmes looking up the inside of Van Ooselen for the lead of the Lambos. We just caught
Bit
that.
wide from Van Ooselen there, very having to hug that inside line.
We literally just caught that in the background as we were viewing the battle behind.
Oof. That Lambo of Holmes is looking very nimble.
Yes, Dave Wood's gone wide though, and has to let a Lambo through. And that is Sven Fisher going wide to let Dave Woods through. Not on purpose.
So he's going to get right back up on this battle. He's never going to say it, but you're going to be kind of tacitly hoping that the two guys in front take each other out.
You never want to say it, but
we're allowed to. We're commentators.
We can.
Dave would never say it.
No, and then look at in the background, Dixon catching up to the battle. Massive run off there from Van Oostelen. Took a bit of curb through Tutor.
Dixon is going to have to be massively careful trying to pick his way through this. It's going to be hard enough to clear Fisher.
Yeah.
But once he does, trying to pick away through three Lambos battling for a class position.
Oh, Hensley, look up the inside.
Yeah. Woodfall's about it, backed out.
And tries to
tell you what, that's very good from Van Oostelen there. Read it.
Lay on the brakes.
Oh!
Saves it from spinning though, but oh god!
Much three-way battle for the Lambo class.
And here comes Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon trying to make the move on Vischer in the background, around the outside. That's incredibly difficult to do in single-make cars.
Oh, he's made it work.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
He was willing to put the elbows out and warn Vischer off from trying to come back there.
Right.
Put his rear right corner, just in Vischer's view and said, "Do you really want to?
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Think about this."
Right, here goes Dixon. Oh! Ben Holmes gets very late on the brakes.
Yeah.
Avoids colliding with the other top two Lambos.
Way too late, and that's dropped him a long way back from that P1 battle. Tell you what, while we've been watching this, Kingston is right up on the back of Carter.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Timatetra also on the... Dan has lost the position. He's dropped down to 5th. So Dan Han has had to make a mistake at some point.
Yeah.
But we'll stick with this battle and we'll see what happens with these guys.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the timings for P1, but I think if they get much closer, we're going to have to give that some time as well.
Absolutely.
I think Miles is being very wary there. He's like,
not getting cut behind a Lambo again. And he goes onto the curb massively. Uses a lot of curb.
Lots of risk there. Porsche rides the curbs well there, though.
Does indeed.
He's stuck on the outside now. I think Van Oostelen's defending as well. He's looking at the overall timings. He's not looking at the class win.
It's for position, and at the end of the day, there's no class differences. There's no blue flags being waved for different classes. Technically, these cars are the same class. Just one happens to be slightly quicker than the other.
Well, they're divided into two classes in the standings, but
he's defending. He is defending.
People want the overall positions as well. And he is not letting. He's barreling up those Porsches behind him, but gets a little bit wide off the exit there, and that's put Miles on his inside.
Miles has to yield though, going down into the straight line speed of the Lambo.
Yeah, it has the grunt. It puts the power down.
But look at this. It puts who's that behind Dixon? It's Vischer catching back up. That brings him back into play.
And Holmes coming back into it as well. With Van Oostelen defending, and Dave Wood's looking back from this going, you go ahead, lads. Feel free.
How about it? Vischer gets very slidey on the exit. Does save it though. Almost barrels it into the pit wall.
They have got a blue flagged Porsche in the mix there as well.
They have. That's 24th place. That's Jacob Grassmeader. So he
must have had some issues in this race. I think he was one of those early Porsches we saw falling off the track.
Up the inside is Dixon.
Yeah, Miles making the move there. It's a gamble. He's putting him on the outside for the next corner though.
It has. And
the Lambo. Oh, Van Oosten is defending for his life here.
He's still defending. Look at
Yeah, he's not giving that position
he's
up.
not, absolutely not. And he's making that Lambo work.
It's brilliantly clean between these two.
Right, gap in the lead is still the same. We will stick with this.
Yeah.
Because this is the fight back from Dixon that we will be wanting to see for most of the race off. His drive through around the outside, the top of the hill.
Going for the old trailer park pass, but not able to make. It's just not able to. The Porsche isn't able to put the power down as well as that Lambo in front.
No, exactly.
And I don't think that's a car trait. I think this is a setup difference. I think Van Oosten has got the traction on that car.
Oh, Porsche around the outside though, but the outside will come to the inside.
But it goes to the outside again. But now, oh, Miles gets it that time, dips a wheel in the gravel. But he's got it, makes it stick.
He's got it. Oh, that took a while.
And a sigh of relief was breathed in the Dixon camp there.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Van Oosten coming
He's
back.
coming back at him.
It's going to be outside for this corner though.
It's not going to work. Bless him. I think he's fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, but he's still fighting.
Had a good go.
Through that twisty section, the Porsche's going to have the advantage. Oh, big twitch there. Oh, he's off. Someone just exit stage right there.
Who was that?
I'm sure I saw someone in the background.
Nothing's pinging up on my driver tracker.
Might have been a trick of the light.
Probably was. This is P3 for the Lambo car, so. Oh, it's the yellow flag for Paul Prescott. Oh, I thought he was having a little bit of spin.
Could have been Paul I saw in the background there.
Potentially white car going
Close
off.
enough to this, yeah.
Right, potentially. Ooh, Ben Holmes up and down the order.
Maybe it was. I think it could have been Ben then in that case. It was definitely. I'm sure it was someone flying off onto the right there.
Yeah, likewise. I thought it was. It's definitely so. Well, we had the official call out. Leader is on the final lap.
Blimey, that went quickly.
That did, didn't it?
Excuse me. Do apologise.
That's all right. Oh, hello. Hold on a minute. They are on the final lap, but that gap is closed. On the final lap, 0.4 of a second.
Kingston on Carter. Porsche on Porsche action.
You'll love to see it.
It's so hard to gauge the distance to the car behind as well, even if you don't want to risk looking at your telemetry and focus on your line. All you can see is a blur of headlights.
Yeah. Well, they'll be fighting right until the end of the race. Not letting up, and you've got to think, if it wasn't for Dixon's drive-through...
Yeah, he would have been... Well, I'm not sure whether he would have been clear. He'd definitely have been involved in this fight. I don't think Carter and Kingston would have let him get away.
No.
Trying to figure out where they are on track. I've completely lost my bearing of where they are.
With the sector going down into the fast left-hander.
Just coming through the S's, is that?
It is, yeah. No, through Cheetah. Penultimate turn. So I think Kingston has sadly been unable to catch Carter.
Not quite able there.
But we'll say congratulations, Aidan Carter. Race win.
From Kingston there. Great win. That's consolidating his lead at the top of the championship there.
It is indeed.
On top of that, both Hurden and Dixon have dropped to the back there. Kingston might be able to leap them up into second place.
And meanwhile, Dave Wood will say congratulations, winner of the Lambo class in P6 overall. Dixon finishes and recovers and up to P7. That's a very good result.
If nothing else, I'm hoping that Miles was at least enjoying himself there on that fight, because it looked great fun to be taking part in.
It did look fun. I'm not sure how he would define fun though.
Yeah.
If they had a lesson.
It's like, I mean, I don't know about everyone. My mentality is don't tie your enjoyment to the standings.
Yes, that's a very good point.
You'll end up where you end up, but so long as you're having fun.
Yeah.
And I'd rather be having fun and having a great battle with someone than streaming away at front.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Someone who has never strung away at the front.
Right, we'll just wait for the session to jump into the next qualifying session for race 2. We'll have another 10 minutes worth of qualifying where these guys will go out and have at it again to try and set the fastest lap time ready for the second 20-minute race of the evening.
If it was anything like the first one, it's going to be a hectic night.
Well, it did calm down for the most part. You know, once everyone found their rhythm, there wasn't too hectic. There wasn't the hecticness that we saw last week. But nonetheless, competitive battling up and down the field.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another excellent race.
Yeah, I think so. So we're just waiting for Saber to tick over. It is taking its time to do so. Your finishing order is Carter's the winner for the Porsches, followed by Kingston, Ticehurst, Timotech, Daniel Hearn, your top 5 Porsches. P6 is Miles Dixon in the Porsches, but Dave Wood in the P6 overall position and is P1 for the Lambo class. Van Oosten and Harris 8th and 9th respectively, but 2nd and 3rd in the Lambos. And then to P10, Sven Fisher 11th, Holmes, Shelton 12th, Chris Ferris 13th, Sergey Valenko 14th, Prescott 15th, Cheetle 16th, Cove 17th, Harkonnen 18th, Valentino 19th, Ortegren 20th, Lusso 21st, Wacker 22nd, Tomlinson 23rd, Grassamida 24th, and Darren Eaton sadly in DNF, but has classified in 25th. And breathe.
That was a bit hectic.
That was.
I do love sprint racing.
It's definitely interesting. It does throw a curveball every now and again. I'm just waiting for the server to tick over, and it is taking a little bit of a while to do so. All the cars have returned to pits, so should get a move on in a second or two. As we go back to live images of the server. And yeah, qualifying is just taking a little while to sort itself out, but we'll eventually get going again for another 10 minutes worth of qualifying for the final sprint race of the evening of 20 minutes. And indeed, as I say that, as if by magic, qualifying 2 is underway.
Well, that's very convenient, isn't it?
That was mighty convenient, sir.
Last week, qualifying 2 was a split qualifying. First 5 minutes for Lambo, second 5 minutes for Porsche. I'm assuming they're doing the same this week. I didn't see a chat message come up there saying everyone on track.
I didn't, no. And judging by the cars that's gone out on track...
Looks like it's Lambos only, doesn't it?
Just for now, yes. First 5 minutes, potentially Lambos only. So I'm not seeing any Porsches going out. So Dave Wood leads them out in the pit lane, and if things stay as they are, and if he doesn't make a mistake on his outlap, will be the first car to set, or at least start a lap. We'll then need to keep it on track again, of course, to then set a time, and then he'll be the driver that sets the first time. See, that's how qualifying works. God, I did not mean to sound patronising, folks. I'm so sorry.
Kind of fell apart on you there.
It did. It was building up, and it just fell apart like a game of Jenga. It started to pull little bits out here and there, not making sense. You know. Good lord, I'm still on that livery about Dave Wood. Chicken
Yeah,
Lips.
it's amazing.
Chicken Lips Racing is what he's called it.
Oh, that's fantastic. I did see someone with, I think it might have been Hearn with the team name of Backsack and Crack Esports, which amused me.
I would not be surprised.
Because being the kind of people who pretend to race cars on a weekday night on our computers, we're all slightly warped.
Just slightly. And for other reasons as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Let's not go into that. Dave Wood starts his lap up into turn 1 hard on the brakes and will... You know, it looks planted. He has looked planted in that car for the whole evening so far.
It's looked very confident. And that's what you need, is confidence in the car underneath you, especially on tracks like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Dave does look to be very dialed in the Lambo.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. You're glad to know there's no rain forecast for this qualifying session. Track is going to remain dry, optimum with 19 degrees, both air and track temperature, and that's all going very well. He's just invalidated that lap.
Well, our drivers will be glad to know there's no rain incoming. Me, not so much. I'm quite happy for it to absolutely tip down on them.
Absolutely. I mean, rain always provides little fun events, doesn't it?
A little bit of spice for the racing.
It does. Right, Ben is going to be the next person set of that lap. Sadly, David did invalidate by running wide, so he will have to go again, and we'll have one more shot to do it before he has to return to pits. Ben hoves into the final corner. Excuse me. We'll come across the line to set a lap time of 1:44.5. Which has been immediately pipped. Yes, now has been immediately pipped by Simon Harris. 1:44.3. Anyone else improving so far in the Lambos? I can't see anyone.
They're going to get one more lap in. So Van Oosenen up into top spot for the Lambos there.
Van Oosenen that. So all these guys will get one more lap.
Top 6 in class covered by 7 tenths there. That's what you like to see, isn't it?
Dear Lord. That's crazy. Ray Cove has got a yellow flag. He has had a brief little incident there. As car number 123.
He's got going, but that will have bulked his second lap attempt unfortunately. So I imagine he'll be coming round. He might hope that he gets across the line, but I don't think it's going to be the case.
No, sadly not. So he might. No, he's not going to get another lap. He'll have to finish this lap, because it'll be 5 minutes lap, and that's it.
Back to pits. The
So
Porsches are Porsches are starting to make their moves there.
Indeed, they are. Aiden Carter is leading them away out of the pit lane.
They are piling out of the pit lane now.
Definitely more Porsches than there is Lambos. But a fair and equal balance between them all. We'll keep an eye on the Lambos for now, because Dave Woods just crossed the line and set the best lap of 1:43.4. It's 0.7 a second quicker than Van Oosenen.
That's a very good last lap there. And when you've only got 2 laps to get it done, it's its own skill set is quick qualifying.
Oh, big time, absolutely. So
certainly not one I've got,
or
race pace, but eventually certainly I am there.
Well, Van Oosenen did improve, but sadly not enough to take the pole position. Improves by 0.3 of a second to put him about half a second behind Dave Wood, but sadly not enough to do anything about
Hocken are
it.
not able to get a lap in at all. But
No,
once
exactly.
these Porsches going to come round, they're going to start intermixing with the Lamborghinis. So, but Houston at the moment, you'd look at it and think, well, he's going to be right next to Wood. He's going to have a chance to go past him. It's like, not necessarily.
No, not at all.
Because that half a second is a big old gap for a Porsche to slot itself into.
It is indeed. So we'll see what these guys can do. But I have a feeling this driver here will be in contention for the pole position again.
Certainly so. If he doesn't manage to put it on pole, he'll certainly be up there and about. But I think Dixon will be wanting to put himself on the front row and just make up for that last race.
I think so indeed. We will see if he can. Words of enemy. We'll see if he can do so. Where is he on track though? Can't quite see. Where is he on my tracker? I can't see the Porsche of oh, he's down.
Dixon currently showing in 22nd at the moment, but obviously that'll just be dependent on where he was in the garage.
Yes, of course. So let's keep an eye on the times. Or should see some. Oh, that's a car going off. That's Cheetle. And that yellow Porsche there. Gets away with it.
It's a very yellow Porsche, that one, isn't it?
It's a banana on wheels. No wonder it's spinning everywhere. That's such a bad joke, isn't it? Oh dear Lord. Dear God. Right. Hearn is on all that. We'll see what Aidan Carter can do, because Aidan's going to be the first person. It's weird talking about someone else with the same name as me in the third person. But Aidan will be the first person to set a lap in the Porsches. Is currently on a valid lap, so hasn't invalidated.
Come around across the line, keeps it nice and neat out that last corner.
For Aidan, it is 1:44.0.
He's going to get to go again, but that's only putting him third on the grid at the moment.
Ugh. Tomlinson sets out a lap as well. 1:44.9. No one really lighting up the timing boards, what I'm seeing at the minute.
No. Dixon's still down, only managing 14th on that first lap out.
Do these cars come out of the pits with virtual tyre blankets? As in, are they tyres up to temperature as soon as they put them on?
I genuinely don't know.
Some of these cup cars will not have their tyres preheated, and in the game it will replicate it to be the same. So I wonder.
I don't think they do. So I think we might see the big changes on this lap. But as it stands, we've still got an all Lamborghini front row.
Well, that's going to change in a bit because Aidan Carter is going purple by 0.9 of a second. So
we'd assume that's going to change.
Yeah, you'd assume so. This track is scary at night. It says oNiD Extreme Beef. It is indeed. I do not envy these guys at all. Rather them than me.
Aidan pushing very hard there.
You see, this will be a faster. If he gets this last corner cleanly, it will be a faster lap by about 0.4 of a second. So looking at 1:43 days. Yeah. No longer a Lambo front row, but that was touch and go for a little while.
All these Porsches are desperately hoping they can get their laps in, and tell you what, there's not many other big movers so far.
Oh, is it? No. Jan Wacker. Where's
There we go. Kingston up into third.
Kingston to third. I'm trying to find where Jan Wacker comes for 16th. Where's Pulse Sport driver of? Where is he? Where's Dixon?
He's still showing in 19th at the moment.
He's in the pits. That's it.
Wow. That's yeah. I didn't expect that.
Oh boy. Your qualifying order for what is going to now be a very spicy 20-minute final race. Aiden Carter on pole in the Porsche. The first place qualifying Lamborghini of Dave Wood in second. Kingston third. Van Oostelen fourth. Simon Harris fifth. Second and third respectively for the Lambo class. Timotech sixth. Ortoglen seventh. Svisher 8th, Ben Holmes 9th, Paul Prescott 10th, Ferris and Cove 11th and 12th, Ferrantino 13th, 9th through to 13th are Lambos. The quicker Porsches are still a bit further down the order. Tomlinson and Schulten in the Porsche 14th, 15th, Jan Wacker 16th, Mario Russo 17th, Valenko 18th, Dixon 19th, Grassmeader 20th, Cheetle 21st, Darren Eaton 22nd, Hearn's down in 23rd.
Yes, who is in the chat saying hello to us, saying that there was a lot of queuing going on.
Oh dear lord.
Well, it is a great British pastime.
Daniel, try to make the space. God damn it, sir. You're going to have a fun race. Harkin in 24th is the last Lambo on the grid, and Ticehurst in the final grid position is bringing up the rear for the Porsche class.
I'm wondering if the Porsches are suffering in the temperature. It looks like the temperature has dropped from race 1 because it has simulated it as being like an hour later.
I do.
So it's simulating 11 o'clock at night in the cold of South Africa. It might be that the Porsches aren't as happy switching their tyres on.
Huh. That's not going to be good.
Speak for yourself, I think it's going to be epic.
Well, I say it's not going to be good. It's not good for everyone that wants to drive the Porsche, but then for us, it's going to be top-notch quality entertainment. Right, so...
Now, the big question, could we see an overall Lambo win?
Well, we're going to find out. We'll find out in 20 minutes' time as the cars come across the start-finish straight, ready to start the second race of the evening, this final second 20-minute race of the evening. And we'll get to the start-finish line, we'll see a green flag. We're away.
It's go.
No one.
Dave Wood's not getting a good start there.
He's not. No one out of position for the start. No drive-throughs for the likes of... there's contact between Woods and that's the other Lambo, Van Oostelen.
Yeah, that's a big old cluster of cars going into turn 1 there.
And the Lambo takes the lead.
Through into the lead.
Oh boy.
The Friendship Express is off and running.
Love it. Absolutely love it. No change up or down the order so far. Well, no large changes up or down the order. No incidents that have been noted. So everyone getting through the first few corners cleanly, which I did not expect to be saying.
It's a tight bunch up there.